You're watching WineNoholic for educational and entertainment purposes only. Intended for adults 21 plus.
Welcome back to WineNoholic. Got us a cab today. Nice outside, as you can see, so I'm able to enjoy the patio. We have the Juggernaut, say Cab Sauvignon from Hillside Cabernet. Now, it's a California cab, but it's not supposed to be as tannic as a lot of cabs that come from California. So we're gonna see. I also have, where's my paper at? A Sauvignon Blanc and a Chianti. Wow, look at that. So the Sauv got a big bottle. The Chianti got this little bitty bottle right there. Okay, so these are my first two bottles from Western Reserve Wines, their wine clubs. It is a local wine store. That's all they sell is wine for the most part. You might see a few other things in there that go along with wine. Pastas, very few little pastas and pasta sauce. You can get into some of your creams, I guess, if you're into coffee. Every now and then you may see something additional. I think they got a very, very, very small section of IPAs. Is that what you call those beers or whatever? I don't drink beer, I'm sorry. It's craft beers. But, okay, so this is not the Gallinero, but it is DOCG. Jesus, riff, reading is fundamental. So it's a cab. See, I'm stuck on that damn cab. We're gonna get this cab going. Just give me a second. It is a Chianti. I cannot pronounce it. He is so fluent. Kali Senesi, 2017. So we're gonna spell it COLLI SENESI. It's another region where Chiantis come from. I'm not going to even attempt. Well, I'll tell you what. We'll get a translator to do this for us. Thank you. All right, 2017 red wine. This ought to be good. I'm gonna let it sit for a while. We may get around to doing this one in the fall, maybe. Who knows? You know, they're made to age a little bit. Now this puppy here. Wow, that bag. You go back in your baggie. This is a Groth 2024 Sauvignon Blanc from Napa Valley. Okay, it's produced and bottled by the Broth Vineyards and Winery, Oakville, California. Now, I haven't had a Sauvignon Blanc in a long time. Jesus, gee, dude. Riff, reading is fundamental. I haven't had a Sauvignon Blanc in a long time. So this ought to be interesting. We put it in the wine fridge to let it get to the correct temperature before we crack that baby open. But those are the two that I got from my wine club. I'm glad I went and joined that. I needed a way to get wines that I would not normally buy. I wouldn't even think of. So, they should make this easier and easier to pronounce. The Chianti, of course, we know it's Sangiovese, but it's 10% Syrah. Vineyard aging 10 to 20 years. So I guess it might got some time left in it. Vineyard age 10 to 20. So what's this? 20. So it hasn't quite been 10 years yet. The soil type. Oh, I really like this. So before we get to soil type, the orientation says row orientation southeast by west. Soil type. I've never ever seen this with any other wine I've bought. So this is very interesting to me. 79% sand, 15% clay, and a light slit at 6%. Planting density, 5,000 per hect. Altitude 335 by 365 above sea level, or 365. I'm assuming that's what that's supposed to mean. Above sea level. Fertilization, manure, and green manure. Haha. Management is holistic. Okay. The grapes are hand picked. Soft pressed. It's aged in oak barrel for 12 to 18 months. and then age at least 6 months in still and 12 months in bottle. All right, bottling, waning moon in June or July. Production, 12,000 bottles. This is the Chianti. This ought to be interesting. Now we have a 2024 Sangiovese. Why do I keep, you know what? We're gonna get this Cab Sauvignon going. We just put the Sangio back in there. So I don't know why my mind is still on that. So I'm gonna pour me a glass because that's probably what's needed. We probably need a glass of that juice. Let that sit for a sec. Okay, Sauvignon Blanc, Napa Valley. Okay, so this one doesn't go into the same detail as the Italian wine. Of course, 2024 vintage, tasting nose, so it says pale straw in color, which it is. On the nose is birthed with fresh cut cantaloupe. Oh, I have to smell that. Zesty lime, ripe papaya, and a hint of candied lemon. We'll see. And a touch of white pepper. Okay. The palate offer refreshing lemon lime and citrus oil notes, giving it a smooth, lively character. We'll have to see about that. That's definitely going to get open before the fall. This one is, oh, it does. Well, I'll give you a little bit. 89% Sauvignon Blanc and 11% Similon. The Psalms out there know what I'm talking about. It is 100% natural oak barrels, 3 months Surly aging. Vintners know what that means. Those that study wine growing and making will definitely know what that is. I'll put that back in the bag so I'll know when I get ready to get around to them. But this is, I don't know if you want to call it budgeted, but it is a $20. Now you might pay a little less, you might pay a little more. If you're lucky enough to catch it on sale, you probably get a good deal on it. Cab Sauvignon from the Napa area, I believe. It's basically just says the hillside Cabernet. So wherever the hillside area of California is, I'm not familiar with that, although I believe I've had this before. 14.5% alcohol. Clarksburg. Might got to be out here. Clarksburg, Cali. Okay, if any of you are familiar with that. Now, from what I was told is that if you like Caymus, you'll like this. But it gives you the Caymus. Let me rephrase that. I'm sorry. It gives you a Caymus vibe. Caymus is damn good. It will take a lot to be a Caymus cab. To beat a Caymus cab, to be like a Caymus cab. Caymus is very good. You're going to pay for it, but it's good. And oh, that smells good. Caymus is high. Cayman. I want to be in a Caymus. Caymus is high in tannins like you would expect a Cali cab to be as well. Okay, it's flavorful. I like that. It's balanced. The tannins aren't too high. Ah, man, I need to spray. The tannins aren't too high. So if you're, well, they're probably too high for someone who's not really into tannins. But if you like high tannic wines, it's not really all that high, but they're there, so they would still please you. It's a little lingering on the palate. Finish is smooth. Back of the palate is kind of mild. It's not overwhelming. Plummy, what you would expect, and the black cherries, of course. A little oaky, a little earthy. I'm liking. So I would suggest you try this if that's what you're into. Like you like cabs, try it. If you want to get to know a cab without spending a hell of a lot of money, but you want a good cab, now you can go and get some of them budgeted wines that we used to review, and I got suckered into my own self and thinking, yeah, when you progress and your palate evolve, there are just some things. So, in my opinion, I don't know if I want to call this a budget wine because it sits in that $20 area. Usually I think a budget wine is less than $20. Although you might be able to find this for less than $20, definitely if it's on sale. I got it for $20. But then again, you may go somewhere and it may be a little higher than $20. It really depends on your locale and what's going on at the time when you go buy it. But for a, let's say, $18 to $24 bottle of wine, I'm sorry, that's a big ass jump, ain't it? $18 to $22 bottle of wine, you can't go wrong. It's really worth the value. So I would suggest you try it. If you're one to think it's in the budget lane, and I know you said, or I've heard people say, okay, now starting out, budget wines are for you. But if you want to evolve without breaking the bank and you want to spend a few dollars more, what I'm trying to explain to you is that this baby right here will be just right for you. It will help you evolve into better tasting wines without spending a whole hell of a lot of money. So if you, well, I guess unless you're buying them $10 bottles, then you spend it twice the amount. But if you spend the money on a $15 bottle and you get to a point where you're like, okay, I'm ready to try something different, I want to step up a little bit, you can do a little stepping without like having to jump too much. Perfect. Be perfect for you. Now, it would definitely go good with steak and lamb. Not together, just steak and lamb, and it probably will go good with burgers. So which means if you're into plant-based, you could probably get a good grilled, get it on the grill, burger, plant-based burger that is. If you're pescatarian, you might be able to get away with a nice grilled salmon. We're gonna get to that in a minute. If you are vegan, well, first off, let's phrase that. I'm gonna stop saying vegan because you can be plant-based and not be vegan, and a lot of people are exactly just that, and they assume they're vegan. So or people assume they're vegan. If you're wearing leather, or you sitting your ass on leather when you're driving, you're not vegan. If your shoes are leather, you're not vegan. If your hair products and stuff that you use on your skin was made or was tested on animals in any way, shape, form, or fashion, you are not vegan. Okay, with that said, most wines are not considered vegan wines because of the process of making them. At some point, there is a process that involves, how can I say this, animals to some degree. Now, I ain't getting animals drunk. If you really want to get deep into it, just do some research. That ain't what I'm here for. I don't want to turn nobody away. Okay, so long story short, if you're plant-based, something mushrooms, even lentils would go good with this, but think of something that's going to help bring out the earthiness a little bit, but something with some umami in it, something that's fatty. That's what you really want to pair this with. Something fatty, or something with some umami in it, or something that's kind of smoky. Those three things, if you can get you a meal based around those, whether you're plant-based or you're carnivorous, Jesus Christ, meow, that damn cat, or carnivorous, you can't go wrong. Good wine. Highly suggested. Enough to where I'm gonna have to go on ahead and enjoy this glass. So thank you for joining the WineNoholic. I am glad you tuned in again. Hit that subscribe, give me a thumbs up, notification icon, and drop me a comment. Let me know what is your favorite Cab Sauvignon. And I'm so sorry that I was stumbling through this one here. I just need a little juice on my tongue, as you hear. Drink responsibly. Please don't drink and drive. I know it's getting warm out. People want to attend festivals or whatnot. Watch how much you drink. Be mindful of other people on the road. Be safe this summer. Until next time, this is WineNoholic, baby.
Thank you for watching WineNoholic. See you soon.